What's going on there, folks? All right, I'm going to do a review of the Cat XRZ Pro RS. I tried doing this video the other day, tried doing it live, but the coverage was a little spotty, ended up shutting off on me, so we're going to do it right now, right here. Again, the Cat XRZ Pro RS. I do not think you're going to find a better mower with more features at this price point than this Cat XRZ Pro RS. And I want to thank my man Dan Small Engine Repair. If you're in the New York City metropolitan area, check him out. But anywhere in the country, if you need parts or anything like that, he can ship them to you. Dan Small Engine. The one thing I want to start with before I start the review of this mower here is maintenance. I do not think, now Bobcats are kind of known for this, I mean, even going far back as the CRZ, super simple to do your normal maintenance, your routine daily maintenance on your mower. Everything, I've never seen such accessibility than with these Bobcats, specifically the XRZ Pro RS. I'm going to go over all the features and kind of what separates this from other mowers at this price point. Again, I don't think there's too many mowers that are going to give you all of this for this price. Now, before I start too, if you're probably not sure, you probably don't know about this, but Bobcat is a big sponsor of this year's GIE Expo. They're going to be unveiling their totally new redesigned mowers. I'm going to mention something here, that the one little tiny thing that I would have liked this mower to have, and I've said it as far back as 3 years ago on my other Bobcat I had, but they're coming out with a totally redesigned mower. So I don't know if, this is brand new for 2018, the XRZ Pro RS, but from the stuff that I've seen, from the people I've talked to, I think pretty much every mower is going to be redesigned. Now, again, I don't want to speculate, so I don't want to say anything. I don't know what this mower, like I said, it's brand new for 2018. I don't know if they're going to be redesigning this mower too. I don't think so, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Again, I don't want to say too much. I mean, I do know a little bit about, some of the features that these new Bobcats are going to have, which I really think is going to really put these above a lot of brands. But, they've definitely, in the last couple of years, Bobcat has really invested, and, they're great. The guy I talked to, hey, he always asks me questions. What would you like to see? What do you think about this? What do you want on a mower? Is this important? So they're always trying to get feedback from, the owner, the pro commercial landscaper, contractor, the people who are using their equipment. They want feedback. But, all right, so let's start going over this real quick. All right. You got a 12-volt power source right here to charge, phones, your headphones, anything 12-volt. It's a great feature. A lot of mowers don't have this. This can really help you out when you're in a bind, no doubt. I think, this, again, it's the small things on this mower that I think separate it from a lot of mowers. Even mowers that are more expensive than this. But got your foot pan here, super simple, obviously lifts up, super simple to do. On the back side, you got your the way your belts have to go, in case you want to, when you want to do your replace your belts. Everything is here, but wide open. If you got to get to your spindles, your belts, you got to change. I mean, look at this work area. I mean, everything is wide open, super simple to get to. You always hear me talk about these spindle covers, how you got to get them off. There are ways, take them off, they're nothing but trouble. With this mower, you honestly can leave them on. There's so much airflow that you can get in here. I just mowed, obviously, but I haven't had any issues with grass inside these. It's just a really well-designed, I mean, usually right around here, a lot of these, foot pan areas that, you can lift up. I think the Graveleys have it too. you know, it's not as wide as this. I mean, absolutely a huge work area here. And that's what we're going to talk about with this mower. So again, maintenance made easy here. Get to your belts, your spindles. Got a 12-volt charger there. Obviously, here's your deck lift system. Super simple to use. It has a lock system where you can lock it in transport mode. Super simple. You know, that's the one thing that I hated about my Skag. It didn't have a you know, a transport mode lock where you can just, you know, push or pull a lever to lock it into place. Again, great features, super simple to use. Not unlike any other deck lift system. The seat, again, absolutely amazing. The most comfortable seat I think you're going to find, again, in a mower at this price point. Just absolutely amazing. Guys with bad backs, this is something you should really test ride. You got a dial here. You can dial it to your weight. I keep it at the 145. I just like that comfort level the best. But obviously, if you're in the 200s, 240 pounds, you can set this to wherever you want and as firm or, you know, as much as you want. Got adjustable armrests here. And of course, you got a seat belt. Again, a lot of mowers at this price point. You know, you're going to get a seat, but you're not going to get an air ride seat like this that is as comfortable, I think, than this Bobcat XRZ Pro RS. Again, the deck lift to lift it, I like how they use chains. There's a lot of different systems out there, whether it's you know, the Graveleys, the Hustlers, you know, some of the Skags. I like how they have the chains here. Obviously, with your commercial mowers, you're going to find chains more often than some of these other systems that they have out now. Awesome. The best by far deck lift system to use is these chains, if you ask me. Here's your brake right here. One thing about this mower, guys, you know, it is a little bit heavier. I think it's around 850 to 900 pounds. But the parking brake, you know, I have an enclosed trailer. My Skag, my Hustler, that mower, or those mowers, are always moving inside my trailer. This mower does not move at all. I love the parking brake, and I'm actually starting to think that I like these manual brakes better than the kind that are built right into your levers, your lap bars. I just think they work better. Like I said, this mower, once it's in park, it does not move, which is awesome. The tires, again, absolutely, you know, probably the best feature on this mower. You know, we kind of talked about the seat. And for some people, the seat might be more important if they, like I said, have a bad back or medical issues. But the tires on this, you hear me talk about them plenty of times with this mower. These are the Armstrongs. Now, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Bobcat is the only brand or the only mower company that uses these Armstrongs. I don't know if they have a contract with them, but I think you're going to start seeing these Armstrongs on a lot of mowers in the future. These are 23 by 10 by 12, so you got a huge tire in the back. In the front, you got 13 by 6.5. Again, real smooth, handle bumps, great traction. The one thing that you heard me talk about it with this mower is this mower is very, very hard to tear grass up in. Obviously, if you're doing, you know, crazy turns, you're not doing your 3/4 turns, stuff like that, you're going to tear grass up. But as you guys know, the guys who cut lawns professionally or commercially, you know, sometimes when you turn, you know, you're going, you make a kind of like a sharp turn. This mower does not tear grass at all. I recommend these tires. If I can get these tires, you know, when I commented on one of my videos how much I liked them, and one of the guys from Armstrong commented, hey man, if you ever need them, you know, it's a USA based company, from what I know, you know, so great tires. I think you're going to see these on a lot more mowers and I believe they are on the new redesigned Bobcat mowers that we will see in probably, what, 4 weeks now? 3 weeks until GIE 2018. You got a cup holder here that actually works. I usually have a cup of coffee in here every morning. Never has fallen out. Real deep. Again, some of the small things that, again, I think kind of separate this mower. You got a 9.5 gallon tank. You got twin tanks. So once one side is empty, you just switch it over with this lever right here. Here's off, and here's your right side. Now I like how it has it off. You know, again, if you're not familiar with this mower and you're trying to maybe, you know, hey man, I'm stealing this guy's mower, you know, shutting the fuel line off here might, you know, someone might not look to, oh, it ain't starting, oh, I'm getting the hell out of here. You know, obviously if you know this mower, you know you kind of have to put it on the left side or the right side, but if you don't, you know, but you got dual tanks, again, 9.5 gallon. So like I said, I fill up usually on Monday. Well, actually I fill up Friday nights. I fill up 9.5 gallons, and I'm usually getting into Wednesday morning before I have to fill up again. So 10 gallons pretty much, which is awesome. You got these adjustable ROPs here. You can, you know, you saw me do it on the other review. Super simple to move up, to move down, you know, whatever your preference is. Great mower here. You got the Kawasaki, great motor. You got the Kawasaki FX651V. This is a 20.5 horsepower engine. I believe 726 cc. It's a powerhouse. Great fuel performance. You know, great fuel efficiency. You know, the air filter is awesome. Super simple. Again, the maintenance is what I want to talk about with this mower. Super simple, guys. People who have this mower, you know how great these filters are in the FX series. Here is your drain plug. Again, I can't say how simple it is to do oil changes and normal maintenance with this mower. Obviously, you stick it down. All you're doing is taking this little top off, and oil's going to start draining. Super simple. Here's your oil filter. Totally accessible without doing anything crazy. You can fit your hand. You don't need any type of tool. You guys know with the Hustlers and the Skags, the Graveleys, forget it. Really hard to do normal maintenance on this mower. Super simple. You got your fuel filter right here. Super simple to change. Obviously, here's your dipstick, and here's where you're going to put your oil. Here is your seat lift right here. All you do is pull up, actually push down, and push up. And here are your fans. You got 3,400 hydros with this mower. And also, you can get to your spindles, you know, if you want to blow them out under here also. Here's your operator's manual. Everything is in this canister, so you never have to worry about losing it. You know, if you want to sell it, where's your owner's manual and all the paperwork. Everything is right in this tube, so you don't have to worry about it out of the way. Again, here's your hydro fans. The one thing, it's got one of those smaller batteries, kind of like the Graveleys, but obviously there's room. You can see if you want to, when this dies or if you want to replace it, you can obviously get a bigger battery. I personally have had no issues with this battery at all, but you can tell you got a big area there for a bigger battery if you want. Right here is your panel. Again, choke, PTO switch, your throttle, and your key. You got an hour meter there. Here is your adjustable flap here. Again, you want it down, you want it up. Super simple. It stays put. Wherever you stop it, it's going to stay. Dan's small engine. You know, the one thing I want to talk about with the deck, I did a video on it. I still have to edit it. But what makes this also really great is it has a baffle system in it. A great baffle system, kind of what Bobcat's known for. But what I found out is with the real tall stuff, you know, in the spring, in May and April, when it's raining and, you know, grass is in its big growth phase there, you know, 10-inch, 12-inch grass, if you take the baffle system out, it kind of cuts it a little bit better. Obviously, you can still use, you know, keep the baffle system in, it still cuts fine. But with that really, really tall grass, you know, the baffle system's great, but if you take it out, I think it cuts a little bit better with the tall stuff. Now, obviously, anything 7-8 inches or under, you got the baffle system back in. It's so simple to take on and off. I don't know if people even know about it, how simple it is to take on and off. You know, cuts great. It's a great cutting mower. The few people I've talked to, they've asked me how it stripes. It stripes, but if striping is important to you, there probably are some better mowers out there. Again, it stripes. Don't get me wrong, but I think you might want to go look at some other mowers or test it out in your grass. Where I'm at with the fescue, again, you know, it stripes, but you know, there might be some better mowers that stripe better. At this price point, you know, I don't know. I think I've covered everything. You know, it's around $7,000, 3,400 hydros, air ride seat, the Kawasaki FX, you know, 23-inch rear Armstrongs. You got a power source, seatbelt, great cup holder, adjustable ROPS, a 7-gauge deck, an awesome baffle system that, you know, on and off if you want to take it off. I don't think you're going to do better, you know, at this price point. Again, guys, Bobcat is coming out with a totally redesigned line of mowers. We're going to go over it. I'm going to be at the Bobcat booth here and there, and, you know, I'm going to obviously be bringing some videos to you at GIE. Oh, yeah, you got your grease points. You know, again, maintenance. You know, that's what I really want you to get out of this mower. Again, from the easy access to your grease points to your spindles and belts. You know, oil change, fuel filter change. You know, it's absolutely just a breeze to work on to keep this mower going. You know, great for the commercial guys, all I can say. All right, any questions or comments, let me know, guys. I'll catch you on the flip. Bobcat XRZ Pro RS. Really great mower. Real quick, like I said, 3,400 hydros. Top speed is 10 miles per hour. This mower, I tell you, is a speed demon. This thing flies. Definitely the fastest mower I've ever used. 10 miles per hour. And the engine, again, 20.5 horsepower. So it's really fuel efficient also. For the size of this mower, again, weighs around 850 to 900 pounds. But the fuel efficiency is awesome. The one thing, you know, I kind of brought it up. The one thing, and again, I don't want to speculate, but I believe the new redesigned Bobcats that we'll all be seeing in like 3 weeks now. I can't believe how fast GIE is coming. But I believe they're going to have what I've talked about even on the CRZ. Now, this has dual tanks, which is awesome, but there's no fuel gauge. So one here, one on the other side would have been the Cat's rear end. Again, not a big deal, but you know, if one side is empty, it's good to know how much you have left in the other side, or at least have it on one side where you can start with this side and then flip it over to the left side here, and you have a gauge so you kind of know where you're at when you're completely dead. You really only need one. I have to honestly just thought of that. So just having one would really do a lot for this mower. But again, I think the new redesigned Bobcats, again, big sponsor this year to GIE 2018. I believe they're gonna have the one thing, because